Living Issues and Philosophy. Titus Smith and Nolan's 10th edition. Living Issues and Philosophy. How values are justified. A basic issue in value theory has to do with the ground of values and their place in the scheme of things. What is the relationship of values to the mind that does the evaluating? Are values only in the mind in the sense that they pertain only to the imagination, the thinking, the interests, and the desires of the person? Or are they outside the mind in the sense that they belong to things just as temperature, size, and shape do? Or does the truth lie between the two extreme positions so that values are both subjective and objective and also depend in part on the circumstance or context in which they are found? During the past 2,000 years, Western philosophy, which had its beginning in Greece, and the Judeo-Christian tradition, which had its source in Palestine, furnished Westerners with a worldview, a life view, and a scale of values by which to live. This outlook on life came to be embraced by most thinkers in Western Europe and was carried to those parts of the world, including the Americas, where Western civilization came to prevail. According to this outlook, there are certain fundamental, persistent values. The defense of those values may be stated in a number of ways. First, there is the view that certain values are absolute and eternal. They are given to us by God, or they are grounded in the nature of the universe. They transcend, it is claimed, the everyday world of things disclosed to us by the senses and examined by science. That is, beyond the passing show or phenomenal world in which we live. There is a more permanent order of reality which gives the basis and justification for such disciplines as metaphysics, theology, ethics, aesthetics, and logic. Because there is moral order, we have a solid basis for calling some things right and others wrong, some things good and others evil. Because an aesthetic order is part of the nature of things, we can call some things beautiful and other things ugly. Because there is such a thing as truth, some judgments are true and others false. These things are such, it is claimed, regardless of what people think or believe or say about them. And that concludes this section, How Values Are Justified.